Welcome back, Summit County. You're watching Summit Sunrise this morning. I'm Lauren. I'm now joined by Doyle Richmond. Before we went to the break, we had our watch and win question. Let's revisit the question because we do have a winner. The question was, how old is Arapahoe Basin turning this season? The answer was C, 70. Congratulations to Steve from Dillon. He won 2 tickets to a basin. So we give out some great prizes here on Summit Sunrise. You definitely want to make sure that you call in if you think that you know the answer. And like I said, I'm joined by Doyle. How are you this morning?
Good. Luckily I'm less than a basin. I had my birthday last week. I just turned 51, but I feel young now.
So do I. I know. I was like, 70 years. That's incredible.
Crazy.
I feel like my grandfather's been skiing at a basin since he's been my age.
It's an awesome place, though.
It really is. And now that we have all this snow, it's even better. So Doyle, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been up here for about 25 years. Have a family, wife, Rebecca, and 3 kids, Anna, Chanel, and Beckham. So just been fortunate enough to kind of live, the lifestyle here and got into the real estate business again when I first came here 25 years ago. Prior to that, I did commercial real estate. And it's just been a very good, fortunate, happy lifestyle for us to be able to live it on a day-to-day basis and to be able to share it with other people. Basically.
Yeah, and we have the holidays coming up. So tell me a little bit, does the market change at all when we have the holidays, or what's going on out
It's
there?
not that the market changes, but as we were just all talking about, it's just different breaks. We're all excited about the new snow coming here, and everyone wants to get out there and enjoy it, the locals and the people that have planned their trip. So during the holiday season, we can swell up in visitation. So a lot of people want to talk to you about real estate or revisit. Maybe they met you last year or the year before, and they want to revisit, or they're new people. The only problem that we possibly have is trying to, a little tricky, is getting in and out of properties because a lot of properties are occupied.
Right.
So a lot of times you begin looking at your real estate options during the wintertime, and many times those same people come back out in a different trip and come look again, whether that be another spring trip or summer trip or fall trip. And many of those people look at real estate again and then say, you know what, given everything I've seen, I think this is the right property for me.
Cool. And this is such an interesting place to live too, because I feel like people will come visit and they'll fall in love with them, how beautiful and majestic it is when you see the snow falling and things like that. And then, like you said, come back when it gets a little bit warmer and maybe it's a little bit easier to actually get into the properties.
Yeah, I think that, as the saying goes, as locals, we all kind of came out here for the skiing, and then, really what many of us stay here is how beautiful the summers are. I mean, there are endless activities in summer. We obviously know the winter activities, but the summer activities are literally, the only thing I say that we don't have is the ocean. So other than that, we have bodies of water to do all the water sports. We have obviously endless biking, hiking, tennis, golf. You name it. If you're an outdoor enthusiast, it exists out here in Summit County. So I just like we're just talking about activities and what your favorite run is and what your favorite area it is to go depending on the season. Real estate's kind of the same thing. Do I want to be tucked in the woods? Do I want to be on the golf course? Do I want to be at the base of ski slopes? They're showing a couple graphs here. I know it's a pretty good trend that they're showing. They're showing the average price. Please keep in mind when we talk about average prices, there's a lot of properties that are priced less than that. That's the average price.
Right.
So interesting enough, you can still find $100, $200, $300 price ranges at the base of the ski slopes, which I think is just amazing. And that's a little bit smaller graph. It's probably harder for them to see, but I think that's based up on a per square foot basis. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say here with these graphs is that, the market is showing growth. We are, lower on inventory than we've been in historically. We always seem to follow suit what the Front Range is doing. So the Front Range has had a market that's been very good to Colorado the last 4 or 5 years, and it takes a while for that to trickle up, as we say, up to the mountains.
Right.
I tell people that we're still getting transactions that are better than our last high. Our last high for us was 2007, 2008.
Okay.
So you could still secure property at a better price point than back then. Because I'm just trying to make buyers feel comfortable. You're not missing the opportunity.
Right.
Interest rates are still great.
Yep.
They've been this low for a long time. Everyone has said that they eventually have to go on up. From a seller standpoint, if you're thinking about selling, awesome opportunity to sell a property because, again, we're a little bit short on inventory than we have been in years past.
Yeah.
So a lot of my people are investing in the lifestyle. Meaning hey, we want to come enjoy this with our family, or we want to enjoy this with our friends, or we as a couple want to enjoy this. So it's hard to put an exact value on that.
Right.
But the fact of the matter that the property values have increased and can increase for them, that's another plus. And then can you rent the properties on out? So I think Curtis and the gang back there are going to show some different areas of Keystone and show what price ranges are and what things are happening in Keystone. But that's just a small representation of what's going on with the market. But again, we can find one to two bedrooms anywhere from 100s to 200s to $300,000 in the resort. You can rent those properties out. You can pull in rental income anywhere from there. They go rental income anywhere from call it $20,000 to $30,000 on a one bedroom.
Wow.
$30,000 to $40,000 on a two bedroom, and even $50,000 to $60,000 on a three bedroom. So if you're thinking about I can buy a property, I can use it some, I can rent it out some to help cover some of my costs. That's what a lot of people are looking to do, and what you need is a good realtor to basically help you walk through that process. Find you the good mortgage lenders, help you find the right inspectors that inspect the property, help you find the right rental property manager, depending on what your wants and needs are, to help you rent the property. What's the area that you want to be in?
Right.
I mean, there's so many different things. Summit County is not that big, but it is big enough that there's a lot of options. So you could pick Breckenridge, Keystone, or Copper, for example, to be at base of one of the mountains, or you could be in the center of the county like Frisco, Dillon, or Silverthorne. And there's a little bit of something for everybody. And we have some great listings. And on our website, a lot of people like to begin the process going to the website, doylerichmond.com, and they can look up any of our listings, our featured properties there are our listings, and or they can do a search for any property they want to look for. But we have some spectacular listings, and we think we have them priced well, and just want to help people, just want to answer questions.
Yeah, and since this is such a second homeowner market, people are not going to just be here for such a long amount of time, so they need somebody who's very knowledgeable. So you can
then you follow up by email, by phone calls, and stuff like that. It's just treating people how you want to be treated.
Yep.
And knowledge is king. And just been fortunate enough to do this business for 25 plus years up here, and look for the opportunity to help more people up here.
Awesome.
At Sotheby's International Realty.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to contact you one more time, how can they find you?
They see my email there, my website. My website will connect to my email or my phone number. Just give us a jingle. I'm right up there in Breckenridge at the corner of Ski Hill Road and Main Street. And I still do a ton of prop deals in Keystone. So handle the market all over the place.
Awesome. Well, Doyle, thank you so much for joining us this morning.